another video. I am just plopped down here. It is about 2 o'clock. I had a good early start to my day. At 8:30, my husband and I both had a chiropractor appointment. And I know I've mentioned to you that I wanted to go to the chiropractors and that I would kind of keep you guys updated. So it is official. I have gone. Literally a block down the street, we had a chiropractic office open up from where we live. And I've been wanting to go for ages, and seeing this place being built, I was like, all right, well, I'll just go there when it opens. So they're finally open. We're literally moving 3 weeks, but they're open. I said I would go. Heck, we're going. It's 100% chiropractic. They have a $49 special for the first time you go. By the way, sorry if my lights like flicker. Sometimes when the dimmer is on its high setting, it flickers on me if like something else close by gets turned on. But normally it doesn't flicker, so, but I saw it. But yeah, I'm not scared of a chiropractor, but my back is uneven, where it's something that I honestly didn't notice. Stop flicker. It's something that I honestly didn't notice for years and years of my life. I'd had one person who kind of checked out my back at one point, but we never did any x-rays, threw around the word scoliosis, but I did not feel that they were reputable people. I just wasn't thinking much of it. Plus, I like didn't feel weird, nothing looked weird. I was like, I'm fine, whatever. Down the road, I lost like 40 plus pounds, probably when it was brought to my attention by my husband at the time, boyfriend, but it was brought to my attention that my back is not even. I assume it became easier to tell once I lost weight because I had less fat on my back, and you could just tell more. There are literally parents pulling up right outside our house to pick up kids from school, and this lady is parking, and she's gonna be able to like make eye contact with me the whole time. So fun. Anyways, I've been wanting to go to a chiropractor, but sometimes I'm sure there are people out there like this where it's like when you find out about something, it's easier to think like it's not a big deal, or like it's not affecting that much stuff. I can fix it myself. I don't know. Not that I thought I could like completely fix my back myself, but whatever. Then started to have other issues. Like my hand was really giving me a hard time, and I thought that that might have to do with maybe something pinched in my back. So with my hand giving me so many issues, I was like, you know what? I need to go to a chiropractor. I was gonna go to one in Encinitas, then this one right next to me started being built, and I was like, you know what? I'll just wait till it's right there. So I lag months more. They finally opened. So I went for the first time 2 days ago, and they did x-rays. We did the, like your posture scanning, all of that stuff, and it's really cool. I was able to see that at some point. I'll dive into that more with you guys and like show you guys x-rays. No right now, but I will at a point. That was visit 1. Visit 2 was today, where we went over x-rays, and then they did an adjustment for me. So, long story short of my posture, there is the bone, the vertebrae where your spine starts in your neck. That bone is not as curved as it should be. There's another bone here that does not have the exact tilt that it should. And then my spine has got that curve. So he literally said I could be like inches taller, which joking with my husband, because he's like the perfect height for me, I feel, which like really what does that even mean? It's like whatever, it doesn't even matter. But totally jokingly in the moment, I was like, babe, you're so lucky that we met before the chiropractor. Otherwise I could have been 4 inches taller and then I wouldn't have married you because then I couldn't have worn heels. Again, all joking aside. So yeah, I'm 5'6". He said I could literally have like 3 or 4 more inches on me. So crazy. Right? Sounds crazy. Especially because my mom and my dad are so short. They're so short people. I don't know. He adjusted me. It was awesome. Oh, one thing that he said when he did go to adjust me, and when we were talking about different things and how like I crack my back a lot, my husband cracks my back a lot for me, he was really surprised how agile my spine was for the scoliosis that I have, and how it was still like so easy to crack, because I guess typically people stiffen up, it's just harder to get things to move. And he literally said something that he hasn't seen before, having the scoliosis and having the spine still be so limber. So I'm like, thank you. At least the silver lining here is something, right? So I don't know if I can attribute that to the sporadic working out that I do, the yoga that I've done over the years. It's definitely something that can be worked on with just being better at my posture, wearing the sports bras like these, going to the chiropractor. and just being more conscious about how I hold myself and how I relax, how I cuddle up, different things like that. So how I sleep at night. But I am very glad that I lost weight when I did, to be able to tell that my back had that in it, and now giving me the opportunity to do something about it. And then also after learning that, I started doing a lot more yoga over the past few years, ever since Jared mentioned to me how my back was. So I started doing yoga. I went to a personal trainer and mentioned my back to them, and they gave me good stretches, different things that I can work on. So it made me a lot more conscious of it. So I'm very grateful for that. But so I'm not even trying to get on this tangent, but that's what I did this morning. So tomorrow I'm going back because we have an hour massage. Oh wait, that's not tomorrow. That's actually next Tuesday. But that would be part 3. After the consultation, because we're only going to be down here for another 20 days. They would typically do a plan that would be maybe like 2 to 3 days a week chiropractic, but because of the time frame that we do have down here before moving, he was like, definitely let's do that 3. We mapped out how many that would be, but if you do 12 sessions, of course, right? If you do 12 sessions, you get a discount. So we decided to do, in this time span, 12 sessions. It's literally a block down the way, so it's so easy. I can just walk to it. After getting adjusted today, like, my back feels great. I do have a little bit of tension in my neck, and it almost feels like cold, which is strange. But I think I'm just being extra conscious of it, and like how I'm sitting, and like wanting to like push my chin back almost, and always like looking up and straight, but whatever. I should like probably move my camera up. Just like that would be my eye level. Let's do it for the spine, right? Oh. Yeah. How's that, guys? Yeah, you're helping me with my posture, so I hope it looks great. Right there, guys. I am at the beginning of my chiropractic journey. So I said I would keep you guys in the loop. I wanted to at least note that. And now with the rest of my day today being Thursday, my goal is to handle this room. You can't see much going on, but if I were to turn you around, you would see piles and piles of boxes and things. We are on the first floor of our townhouse, and in this room, it has been so many different things over the years, but right now, we're using it for organization and storage. I am wanting to separate all of our things into multiple categories. 1, being the things that are going to go in our tiny house. 2, being the things that are going to go in the shipping container on our property that we are going to access throughout the time that we are living in the tiny house. Things that are going to be in the shipping container that we are not going to access until we have built our main house. And then things that we are selling/donating. 4 categories. It's become more interesting knowing what to put in what category as time progresses, because we have sold our townhouse in northern San Diego County. We have a tiny house being made right now. So exciting. We keep getting updates and like little things we need to tweak here and there. Great practice for wanting to build our dream home one day. And the intent was to, with everything lining up in timing, when our rent back is done here in that 20 days, our tiny house will be done before then, is the plan at the moment. Have that sent up to Sonoma County, where we are currently in escrow for land, and have it put on our property. We would drive ourselves and our cats up there. We would have a pod sent up there with all of our things, or a shipping container that we buy, have plopped out of our San Diego place, put stuff in it, pay for it to get moved up there, because I do want to have a shipping container on our property, but I'm still trying to figure out if it's more feasible to put everything in a pod down here and have the pod service move it for us and then move it into a shipping container once we're there, or just like from scratch having shipping container sent to us here, fill it and have it moved. I just don't know like the legalities and practicalities of having that just outside of our townhouse and how easy it is to whatever. So many things. But that was the plan. Have a tiny, go on property, have shipping container, put stuff in those things. Currently, there's a little bit of gap in question mark of when exactly we are going to have access to our property. So we might be needing to be sans shipping container, just have the tiny house for a short time ideally. Might be a month or 2, might be longer than that. I don't know. I simply do not know. we would be at like a campground or something that we find that works well for us. It has all the hookups and it has nice scenery. The goal is to be in a gorgeous, relaxing place that works very well for us and our cats. And if we, for a month or more, are going to be in the tiny house without the shipping container, I need to make sure that I'm even more so properly separating our things to make sure that we have everything we need for ourselves, for the cats, for the holiday season. I literally last night, because I came down here to start working and I got so overwhelmed just stepping in this room. I was in here for probably 30 minutes and got like nothing done. I opened some stuff, I looked in some bags, I looked in some boxes, I moved things around, and my brain was so mentally blocked, I could not get anywhere. We actually sold some furniture that we had pulled into the garage, so that gave us a lot more space, and we were able to put all the empty boxes that were actually in this corner into the garage, leaving the only empty cup of space I have in here right now next to me. And then I pulled up everything that was Christmas related to the second floor, went through everything. I've already gone through and pulled out things to donate, but I find that the more that I go through things after time passes, even though I did that just like a month ago or so, there's still more things that I'm just becoming more realistic on. What do we actually need to keep? What do I actually use every single year? What am I going to be holding on to for a couple years time that I won't have space for in the tiny house? Am I still gonna want to utilize those things in the main house? Or am I going to be buying different things anyways? So why am I even holding on to it? Pulled out all the Christmas stuff, separated the things that are going to go in the shipping container and be for the future Christmas items. That was the biggest pile, and that will go in the shipping container. Some things that we are donating. I also had already put some things down in the garage that we're donating, and then the things that we're gonna keep and have in the tiny house. It's really 2 totes that are Christmas things, and then it is the big black circular guy. Those are the wreaths, like the front door wreaths. So I have the fall time one and the Christmas one, and then 2 garlandy type things in there. So those will be very squishable once we have them in the tiny house. It's always so nice also when organizing, and at the end of it you have empty boxes, right? If we had a couple extra empty containers that we can use for other things. My main plan, if we don't end up having access to the shipping container right away and we're needing to do the camping ground plan, I want to be able to have the whole tiny house organized how we intend for it to be in the long run. And then instead of having the smaller loft be a kind of a hangout area, maybe a cat area, a reading nook, whatever it ends up being, it's gonna be storage. So straight storage, all of the Christmas stuff, all of the things like the backstock thing, like the backstock cat food, litter, all the things that we would have been able to have in the outside shipping container once on the property, we now need to store in the house. So that's my plan. I started putting GMO, you guys. I just got a message from the people doing our tiny house. They're verifying something that I swear I've mentioned before, which is not a big deal. But it now means that they need to go and buy a thing that they were not planning on. So, don't always like giving people that news. Second thing, we had a bathtub shipped to Home Depot, and it arrived last week. They had through today to pick it up, but apparently they're picking it up tomorrow now. So they're calling Home Depot to let them know so that the bathtub does not disappear. And I hope the bathtub does not disappear or have the order canceled, because it was like the only bathtub in that size we could find that was arriving in that timing. But the good news, my yesterday silver lining good news was that the doors, the French doors that we ordered, that were also very hard to find, that were supposed to arrive on October 18th, being the last thing arriving, when literally our move out days, like the 23rd, 24th, that was way too close to begin with. That was not comfortable. It arrived early. It arrived yesterday. So it is ready to be picked up as well, and can be picked up with the bathtub today/tomorrow, looking like it will be tomorrow. So that was that text I got. And I'll get back to her. And un momento, once I find my phone somewhere. I'm going to go through all the stuff to be able to separate everything into those 4 categories. The things that we are going to have in our tiny house, I'm currently storing in our closet under the stairs. I call it our Harry Potter closet. That has the new mattress that we just got, the Christmas items, a couple jackets, and just things that we are definitely going to have in the tiny. So I'm gonna just dive into moving stuff around in here and hope that I'm a lot more productive in here today than I have been in the past few days, because I've just been mentally stuck, mentally blocked with the space, and I need to get it done because we are also having a few people over on Saturday. It's like a going away thing, and I don't want it to look like this down here in 2 days. So I'm gonna fill up my water again and get to organizing. I am happy to report that the room, as echoey as it is right now, is finally at a place that I can show you and feel confident to leave it this way for our party over the weekend, because people might see it, I'm not really sure. Plus, it's been stressing me the heck out. So being in this room no longer brings me agita. Thank goodness. Everything that we have posted for sale is in the garage, or at least it needs to be posted for sale is in the garage. Everything in this corner is what's going to be in the shipping container that we will need access to sooner than not. And then everything in this corner is what is going to be in the shipping container, but we won't need access to for much longer time span. So I know that we can put it in the back and it will just be easier access for the other stuff. I'm still using the Harry Potter closet for everything that we're gonna have in the tiny, so that's a bit fuller now. Feeling successful. After our going away thing this weekend, we'll be able to pack a lot more things because I wanted to keep the house looking like somewhat like a house for people coming over, and then just different things that I knew that I would again need for the get together that I won't need after that between then and moving. So, yay! I'm feeling very good. I now need to plan this party, and yeah, gotta plan it. Gotta plan it. Ooh, I also gave you guys a quick photo update of where our tiny house is at. These aren't the most recent, but I will pop up some photos of our tiny house being built as a little check-in on that. So things are moving along well, feeling good about everything, and just gotta stay positive, gotta keep everything going, and no matter what happens, it's gonna be an exciting adventure. So life is an adventure. Nothing is perfect. You know, no matter what you try to plan, things are always gonna pop up. But I'm super stoked. Yeah. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the box down below. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you guys know when these videos come out. Ideally, they're every Tuesday and Friday. Sometimes they're coming a day late right now, but it's the goal that we're on. So Tuesdays and Fridays. And again, thank you guys so much. Hope you have a great day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.